Hey, what's up? Mark here from WayCoolNews.net giving you another new and exciting toy review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the DC Collectibles New 52 Justice League Batman. At the very top of the packaging, in skewed stylized text, comes the titling of the Justice League. The front of the packaging features the brand new DC logo in the top left corner with the page curl effect revealing the letter C underneath the D. That same page curl effect is carried over into the rest of the packaging, revealing Batman housed inside. Along with Batman's name in the lower right corner, it also states that this figure is based on the artwork from DC Comics' New 52. The left side of the packaging features a photographic image of our Batman figure. This image appears to be of the initial prototype with some few minor changes in the paint application. This can be seen in the yellow paint on the belt, which is now closer to a gold, as well as a flat black paint in the mask rather than the glossy black paint it was instead opted for. The back of the packaging features a portrait of Batman at the top, with a small plot line describing how Batman's discovery of a dark evil led him to unite the world's greatest heroes. Also advertised on the back as coming soon is the new 52 Justice League Aquaman and Green Lantern that will become available starting in June of this year. Just below that we can see a complete new 52 Justice League united in their plastic representations. Based on the artwork of Jim Lee, Batman sports a very strong jawed grimace with a very clean, consistent skin tone application. There doesn't appear to be any shading in the face. Instead, the sculpt work takes the responsibility to help define the stern facial structure of Batman. Batman's mask, or cowl, is painted a glossy black, clearly separating the simulated materials between the mask and the cape. Capturing the personality of Batman, the eyes, painted in a solid white, are tightly narrowed underneath a defined furrowed brow line. Seam lines are seen throughout the mask, helping provide a tailored look to Batman's costume. The back of Batman's neck comes ribbed in armor that is also painted a glossy black. The cape, made of a pliable plastic, perfectly captures the iconic ruffling near the shoulders. The sculpt work in the cape realistically suggests the look of a lightweight leather fabric. Some of the amazing standout features in Batman's cape can be seen in the ruffled drape near the shoulder blades, as well as the comic-accurate curl along the edges. Instead of electing to shorten Batman's cape, it was instead chosen to sculpt the cape draped, lying across the floor at its full length. This is a great addition that didn't allow the accuracy to the comic to be sacrificed. The bat emblem perfectly conforms to the curvature of Batman's chest. It appears to be painted in black that has the same degree of gloss as the rest of the bodysuit. While I'm not entirely sure of the purpose for the recessed linework detail in Batman's gray bodysuit, it once again helps maintain the commitment to the accuracy from the comic book. Batman's knee pads are beveled and come shaped to resemble bat heads. The sculpt of Batman's belt, painted in an almost metallic gold, recreates the convex metal ampules and beveled metal platelets. Batman's gloves and boots are painted with the same glossy black paint that we previously saw in the mask of Batman. One hand is sculpted with a closed fist, while the other remains open with tensed fingers. The gloves are detailed with recessed louver-like shapes, realistically emulating dense but malleable leather, along with raised piping and convex metal knuckles. The gauntlets are sculpted to resemble sharp beveled razor-like metal. The boots also carry over the same recessed louver-like detail on both sides of the calves, and end in an angled point at the top. Alright, so let's go over the articulation now. Starting with the head operates on a ball joint, so it can fully rotate 360 degrees. It can do an upward and downward motion. It can do a left and right tilt. At the shoulder here, we can do an outward motion to about this point. It can move back and forth. We get a swivel at the bicep here that can go all the way around 360 degrees. At the elbow here, we can probably do about a 45-degree bend. No wrist articulation, as well as no waist articulation either. At the top of the leg here, we can do a back and forth. At the knee here, we can do a single jointed bend. But in terms of articulation, that is it. That's everything. So the articulation is pretty limited and doesn't offer anything that can be considered too dynamic. However, it can still achieve some fairly decent poses and will definitely look good placed next to your other Justice League members on your shelf. While the articulation may not be the greatest, the detailed sculpt and complementing paintwork make this figure an extraordinary collectible. Truly our first rendition of Batman in his newly revamped New 52 Justice League look, I can honestly and easily suggest this is a great figure to buy. At a price point of around $20, you should be able to locate this figure at your local comic book shop. For more great toy reviews, be sure to subscribe to us here on YouTube. For WayCoolNews.net, I'm Mark, and this has been another Way Cool Review.